So you want to know what the weather is really like in Texas, in Dallas-Fort Worth in particular, because I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and maybe you're thinking about moving here and want to know the real scoop about what the weather's like. What about tornadoes and hail, and is it mostly sunny all the time? And how hot does it really get? I'm gonna answer all these questions for you. And from my experience, my living here. Hi, my name is Dana Pollard and I'm a real estate agent in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And so if you're considering moving here, please email me in the link below. I am so happy to help you discover, find the community that is right for your family. Also, while you're here, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos on new homes, buying, selling in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. All right, let's get started because I know you want to know about those tornadoes. So let's talk about how sunny it is. Guys, it's sunny most of the time here. In fact, it's only overcast like 26% of the time, which means it's sunny most of the time. So it can be clear, mostly clear, or partly cloudy. Now let's talk about precipitation. Now the most common form of precipitation here in Texas is rain. It does snow only a small portion of the time, like 1.2 inches per year. Some years we get no snow, some years we get quite a bit of snow, and many times what hits North Texas or the Dallas-Fort Worth area is ice. And so many northerners make fun of us southerners because when it precipitates, many times it rains down ice or sleet, which makes driving, not like driving on snow, we're literally driving on ice, and we don't have the tires to be able to handle the ice when it ices once or twice a year. Our snow day in Texas, all the schools shut down. Many things shut down on a snow day in Texas because the ice is very dangerous. So now let's talk about humidity. So the Dallas-Fort Worth area is known to be more humid than other parts of the country. So we may have like really hot temperatures, but we also have high humidity. I wouldn't say extreme humidity, but there are some days that it gets really humid and it's muggy. And so the humid days can be like starting at the end of April, going through maybe the beginning of October, and it peaks in like June, July, where it can get very muggy. And so if you have curly hair, it may frizz. I don't know, but it can get muggy here. Lately, it's not been muggy at all. It's just been hot. All right, so wind. Let's talk about wind a little bit. I had someone ask me how windy it is here compared to like the desert land in California. We don't really think of Dallas-Fort Worth as being a windy city when we live here. Now it does get windy, it can get windy, and on average it says like 10 miles per hour. But it's not like we're thinking of this major wind that you maybe have experienced in the desert, because the humidity here may keep it a little lower than in a dry, hot climate. So let's talk about the temperature. This is like a big to-do in Texas because everyone fears the heat. And don't get me wrong, it gets pretty dang hot here in Texas. The average summer high is 97 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But I actually love the hot weather because I don't want to go swimming unless it's 90 degrees or more. And that's just me. And it doesn't bother me because I'm usually in the AC. So I'm in my home, or I go to my car that has AC. Now, if you don't have a car AC, it's very, very hot and it's miserable if you do not have a car AC. And same with the house, which almost every house here has an AC. But it doesn't bother me like it does many people because I'm indoors most of the time. And then when I want to go swimming or go to the lake, I can. And so it is, our hot months really last for like, they're really about 3.5 months of our hot weather. And then, but you can go swimming like 5 months out of the year. Our cool season or cold season is usually from November to February. February having the record lows. And February is the known month for ice. If we're gonna get ice, it's typically in February. Sometimes it could be December or January, but February is the highest record for ice or snow. Now, on average, only 6 to 7 times a year does the temperature stay below 40, which tells you that it does not freeze all that often. It's not uncommon, but it does freeze on occasion, and you want to watch your garden plants if that's the case. But if it freezes, it doesn't usually last long. And so sometimes what happens is it'll snow overnight, we're super excited, the kids go out and play in it, and then by the afternoon it melts off. All right, hail. In Texas, what we are most concerned about is hail, I would say, at least me. Hail's a more concern to me than tornadoes because hail does visit us every now and then, several times a year. And on very rare occasions, the hail would get bigger than like a golf ball size. I remember when I was a teenager in '96, I remember we had like softball size hail hit downtown Fort Worth, and it devastated cars, sides of the tall buildings. I mean, it was a devastating hailstorm. Now, again, that hasn't happened since 1996 or somewhere in that. I think I was around 16. And so it is a possibility that that could hit, but it's very rare. But hail is not rare. So we will get pea-size hail quite often in May. May is the month of storms, and it can be other months as well, but May is like the climax of a stormy month. All right, last but not least, let's talk about those tornadoes. How scary are tornadoes? They are very scary. But listen, I looked up on weather.gov the real statistics of tornadoes in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I want to share them with you. Now, first off, I have lived here for 34 years and never been in a tornado. So I'm not saying it's not possible, because it's very possible, but I've never experienced one. Now, I can say this year, 2019, a tornado came through my neighborhood. And I'm like, that's never happened before. I've never had a tornado that close to my home. And because we have newer homes in the subdivision that I'm at, it only damaged a couple of roofs. It did pull out some trees, and nobody got hurt, and then fences were down. And so, it was not this major category. I don't know what category it was. All right, so I have the statistics here, the numbers from the National Weather Service. In 2019, there were 2 tornadoes, and this is up to mid-June, okay? And don't forget, May is typically our big weather month. 2 tornadoes had hit Dallas County. 4 tornadoes hit Fort Worth, Tarrant County. 3 tornadoes came through Denton County, and 0 tornadoes went through Collin County. So let me kind of give you a frame of reference if you're not from the area. Obviously, Dallas County is Dallas, right? Downtown Dallas and surrounding. It's very rare for a tornado to hit downtown. I don't know why. Maybe God knows there's too many people there. Tarrant County is Fort Worth, where 4 went through. I would say Tarrant County has the most record of tornadoes going through. And then Denton County had 3. Denton is like the far north of Fort Worth, where many people, when you're moving here, many people want to live in the far north suburbs of Fort Worth. And so that would be Denton County. And then Collin County is the far north of Dallas. And so many people will come and move here to Collin County because that's where Frisco is, McKinney, Allen, Plano, all those really good cities that are north of Dallas. Those are all in Collin County. So if that kind of gives you a frame of reference. And so there's I think the least were in Collin County. Now listen to this though. So we kind of had a very stormy year in 2019. But in 2018, the only tornado that came through went through Dallas County. And all other counties in 2018 had 0 reports of tornadoes. This is according to the National Weather Service. Okay, so think about that. So one year we may have 0 tornadoes. Another year there may be 4. And not all of those tornadoes are Category 5 tornadoes. It could be a Category 1, or sometimes they'll report a tornado that doesn't actually touch the ground. So many times what we see in the news is they'll send a tornado warning out to the area, and really it's not even necessarily a tornado that hits the ground, but there may be rotation going on. And so just because we get many tornado warnings, it does not mean these tornadoes actually hit the ground. So all that to say, those are the numbers, but my personal experience with tornadoes is they're threats all the time. But I have yet to experience one personally. I have seen the effects of them. And the most devastation that happens is when these older communities versus some of the newer communities. So like right now, I have a house listed right now that was built in 2016, and they actually have reinforced areas, not like tornado proof, but you know, they're reinforced where it's less likely that a tornado is going to wipe them out. Okay. So all that to say, we all have a healthy respect of tornadoes around here, but I'm not super concerned that a tornado is going to hit and blow my family away. Now, when it comes to tornadoes, the Dallas-Fort Worth area is not the #1 area for tornadoes. It's actually in Texas. It's actually a little further north in the Red River Valley area, which there's the Red River that borders Oklahoma and Texas. That's actually where the most tornadoes in Texas hit. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you are thinking about moving here, then email me in the link below. I'm very happy to help you find the community that's right for you. If you have questions about price point, areas to live, school districts, or want more information about the weather, then just email me. I'm so happy to help. And also consider subscribing for more videos like this on the Dallas-Fort Worth area, as well as new homes and buying and selling real estate. Have a great day.